Good afternoon, this is Jeff, Sewer Tech Northwest. Today we're at property address 14220 Southwest Tewksbury Drive here in Tigard. I describe everything as if you're standing in the street facing the front of the house. I've got a 3-inch ABS clean out here at the front of the home. I'll show you here in just a moment. It sits right in front of the front patio. We're almost lined up with the door. We're offset to it just by a little bit. In fact, your best if you lose track of this clean out, the crawl space points you to it pretty nicely. It's so big, but the right side edge of this window frame here lines up almost perfectly with the clean out. It's just barely offset to it by like 6 inches. Got a 3-inch ABS clean out here. We're going to check the overall condition, serviceability of the line. Waters are running. We are zeroed out, and off we go. We have the nice advantage here of having a sloped property. This line's running at a very steep hard angle, which is a fabulous thing. Not only that, but it is just about spotless clean too. Most notably, no grease buildup in the line, which is very nice to see. Very common thing in a lot of homes. And on a steeper line like this, it's a little less concerning to get grease buildup because of how fast everything shoots through here. Swapping over to 4-inch PVC pipe now. At least it looks like it is. We'll see if that transition bells out when we pull back in. Little fun fact for you though, the steeper your line is, the more grease buildup you'll get. It's kind of interesting. Little tiny bit of standing water there. We're kind of flattened out now down near the roadway. Very insignificant belly, especially with a line this steep behind it. Things hardly not even worth talking about. It's so minor. Got a little bit of a deform there in the flow line. My camera is upside down right now. Top of the pipe is the flow line. We'll take a look at that on the way out. There's a little bit of a lump there. Unless the deformation is large enough that it can obstruct flow, or the plastic is either broken open, cracked open to the ground, or looks like it's very near it. It's generally, they are just a visual blemish. These plastic pipe materials, when they deform slowly over the top of things, could be a rock or something like that under the line. As long as it doesn't happen hard and fast, usually they can deform around them and just remain that way without ever breaking. We'll see how it looks as we come out here. That's the main there at 60 feet. And yes, this is indeed 4-inch PVC pipe. We didn't hit any other transitions after it. We're gonna go locate while the pipe drains. I think I glitched my camera out there. It doesn't want to count backwards. Anyway, I located the camera head. I get kind of a weak signal, but it's coming in lined up with the manhole. The line here, as it makes its way out to the road, it jaunts over under the driveway and then straightens out. And then where I take that locate in the road and look back at the house, I'm looking almost, it looks like the line runs about just maybe 6 to 8 inches to the left of the center line going down the driveway. Another little dimple there. And here too, I don't see any splitting taking place there. These are pretty dang small. I mean, these are only, if you pull back, keep in mind this is a 4-inch diameter line here. Those are maybe a 1/16, quarter-inch tall. So I'll notate them on the report, but those are a long ways off from needing repair there. Not obstructing flow, and the plastic is intact. Another dimple there too. We have 3 very minor deformations in the flow line. All the pipe there is intact. A little bit of standing water here. At its worst, you have about a 1/4 inch of water in the line. Extremely minor. And I'll go back and review the video at home to get the exact footage as to where those are. The belly is way too minor to need repairs, in my opinion. And for reference, after doing almost 25,000 sewer scopes and a lot of drain cleaning over the years, I don't even consider repairs on bellies, especially in plastic sewer pipe with nice smooth pipe walls, until there's at least an inch of standing water for a minimum of 5 feet. Even at that point, it's honestly, it's pretty rare I recommend a repair on a belly like that in a plastic sewer line, unless it's right up next to the home or underneath it. Usually it's when you're in older rough pipe materials like cast iron and concrete, where you get a coupling effect of standing water slowing things down and rough pipe walls that snag that debris as it moves through the line. Plastic pipe and belly is a very different animal. And super, super clean line. Good flow all the way out to the main. Even with the little belly in the line, this thing has so much fall prior to that point that belly on a flatter running sewer line has very little bearing on functionality. On a line like this, it does essentially nothing. You would have to abuse this thing quite hard for that to have any effect on flow. And we just went backwards. We're now going back into the house here. And then everything from this point on, this is all exposed plumbing in the crawl space here. And it's a big crawl space. You can see all the piping with your eyeballs. A couple minor things going on the line, but they are just that. They're very, very minor. Line is functioning properly at this time.